Hello friends, today we will talk about Mars, the fiery planet of energy and action in Vedic astrology. The Mars represents our drive, courage, ambition, and physical energy. It shows how we take action, assert ourselves, face challenges, and pursue our desires. It also governs our competitiveness, determination, and passion for life. Mars behaves differently in each zodiac sign. Depending on the sign it is placed in, our energy, initiative, and ways of asserting ourselves change. Understanding Mars's position helps us understand how we act, fight for what we want, and channel our physical and mental energy. In this video, we will explore Mars's energy through all the 12 zodiac signs, from bold Aries to intuitive Pisces. Let's see how Mars moves, acts, and expresses itself in each sign, and what that means for you. So, let's ignite the fire and begin our journey with Mars through the signs. Mars in Aries, the bold and natural warrior. In Vedic astrology, Mars stands for our energy, courage, and the way we take action in life. It shows how we fight challenges, how determined we are, and how we express our strength. Aries is a fire sign ruled by Mars itself. It represents boldness, initiative, and the excitement of starting something new. When Mars comes into Aries, it's like a warrior returning to his own home, confident, alert, and ready for action. This is one of the most powerful placements for Mars because both the planet and the sign share the same fiery energy. Mars in Aries makes a person quick, daring, and full of confidence. Such people prefer to take action immediately rather than waiting or overthinking. Their energy is direct, raw, and fearless. Action traits: always ready to take initiative, loves challenges and competition, very active, enthusiastic, and physically energetic, prefers to lead rather than follow, acts from instinct and passion, do-it-now attitude. Challenges: can be impulsive or restless, tends to get angry quickly if things don't move fast, may start many things but lose interest halfway, needs to learn patience and thoughtful action. What to practice: take a few moments to pause and reflect before reacting. Engage in physical workouts, yoga, or martial arts to release extra energy. Practice deep breathing or short meditations for calmness. Channel passion into productive goals rather than arguments or competition. Learn to balance speed with strategy. Not every battle needs to be fought. Mars in Taurus, the patient and steady achiever. In Vedic astrology, Mars shows how we use our energy, take action, and assert ourselves. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is about comfort, possessions, and steady progress. When Mars enters Taurus, its fiery energy becomes more controlled and grounded. The person acts with patience and prefers to move slowly but surely toward goals. Mars in Taurus people are determined and hardworking. Once they decide to do something, they'll stick with it till the end. They believe in practical results, not just ideas or talk. Action traits: works with focus and consistency. Very loyal and dependable in actions and relationships. Has strong stamina and determination. Doesn't give up easily. Likes to enjoy the fruits of their hard work. Luxury, comfort, and security. Takes time to start something, but once started, won't stop halfway. Challenges: can be too rigid or resistant to change. Anger can build up slowly but explode suddenly. May overindulge in comfort or routine. Sometimes struggles to adapt to fast-moving situations. What to practice: stay flexible and open to change. Not everything can be controlled. Manage anger early. Express it calmly before it builds up. Include regular physical movement like walking or yoga to balance energy. Avoid getting stuck in comfort zones. Keep learning and experimenting. Remember, steady progress is great, but adaptability brings long-term success. Mars in Gemini, the quick thinker and sharp communicator. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we take initiative, express energy, and handle competition. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is about ideas, speech, learning, and adaptability. When Mars comes into Gemini, its fiery drive mixes with Mercury's quick thinking. This creates a sharp, talkative, and mentally active personality. Mars and Gemini people act fast and speak even faster. They use words like weapons, clever, persuasive, and sometimes cutting. Their mind is full of ideas and they love variety in what they do. Action traits: excellent at communication, debate, and negotiation. Quick to respond both mentally and verbally. Enjoys learning new things and experimenting with ideas. Works best when tasks are mentally stimulating. Can manage multiple things at once, though not always in depth. Challenges: may get distracted easily or lose focus midway. tendency to argue or overanalyze situations, can waste energy talking more than doing. Restlessness makes it hard to commit long term. What to practice? Practice mindfulness and focus on one goal at a time. Listen actively. Not every debate needs a response. Use your quick mind for constructive problem solving. Ground your ideas with consistent action. Slow down sometimes. Clarity comes with calmness. Mars in Cancer, the emotional warrior. In Vedic astrology, Mars shows how we take action, express energy, and face challenges. Cancer, ruled by the moon, is emotional, nurturing, and home-oriented. When fiery Mars enters watery Cancer, its energy turns inward. Emotions drive actions. This makes the person protective, caring, yet sometimes emotionally reactive. Mars in Cancer acts based on feelings rather than logic. This placement gives strong attachment to family and home. The person fights for emotional security and the well-being of loved ones. Action traits. Works hard to support and protect family members. Emotional motivation behind most actions. Can be very loyal and dependable when emotionally secure. Excellent at helping or defending those they care for. Sensitive yet strong, a quiet inner fighter. Challenges. Emotions often interfere with practical decisions, may suppress anger, leading to frustration or mood swings. Finds it hard to express aggression openly, tends to hold on to past emotional wounds. What to practice? Learn to express emotions calmly and clearly. Avoid reacting during emotional highs or lows. Engage in calming activities like yoga, meditation, or time near water. Let go of grudges. Channel energy into nurturing yourself and others. Build confidence by trusting your instincts, not just your feelings. Mars in Leo, the proud and confident leader. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we act, assert ourselves, and take charge. Leo, ruled by the Sun, is about leadership, creativity, and confidence. Mars in Leo creates a natural leader who wants to be in the spotlight and achieve with flair. Energy is dramatic, enthusiastic, and ambitious. Mars in Leo people act with pride and confidence. They inspire and motivate others with their boldness. Their actions are often grand and noticeable and energetic. Action traits. Always ready to take charge and lead projects. Enthusiastic and ambitious in pursuit of goals. Energetic, brave, and self-assured. Motivates and inspires others through example. Loves recognition for hard work and achievements. Challenges. Can be arrogant or egoistic. Stubbornness may cause conflicts with others, may act impulsively to maintain pride or image, needs to be careful of dominating others unnecessarily. What to practice? Practice humility while leading or taking action. Channel energy into teamwork, collaboration, and mentoring. Develop patience and listen to others' ideas. Focus on constructive leadership, not just recognition. Balance ambition with empathy and understanding. Mars in Virgo, the efficient and practical doer. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we act, assert ourselves, and take initiative. Virgo, ruled by Mercury, is about precision, service, and careful planning. When Mars enters Virgo, energy becomes focused, organized, and detail-oriented. The person works diligently, preferring practical solutions over risky ventures. Mars in Virgo people are excellent planners and efficient doers. They focus on practical results and solving problems. Their energy is disciplined and methodical with attention to details. Action traits. Hardworking and persistent in achieving goals. Very organized and structured in approach. Analytical and precise in decision-making. Excellent at managing tasks and improving systems. Acts in a way that maximizes efficiency and productivity. Challenges. Can be overly critical of self and others. Perfectionism may slow down action or cause anxiety. Sometimes gets bogged down in minor details. Needs to avoid overthinking and focus on main priorities. What to practice? Focus on completing tasks without getting stuck on minor flaws. Prioritize important actions and avoid perfectionist delays. Use energy for constructive projects rather than overanalyzing. Practice patience and self-compassion. Channel meticulous energy into service or creative problem solving. Mars in Libra, the balanced and diplomatic warrior. In Vedic astrology, Mars shows how we assert ourselves, take action, and face challenges. Libra, ruled by Venus, is about balance, harmony, and partnerships. When Mars enters Libra, its fiery energy is tempered by the need for fairness. The person prefers to act diplomatically and maintain harmony while pursuing goals. Mars in Libra people are strategic and tactful in their actions. They often weigh pros and cons before making a move. Energy is focused on cooperation, relationships, and fairness. Action traits prefers teamwork and partnership in initiatives. Acts with charm, diplomacy, and strategy. Good at negotiation, persuasion, and resolving conflicts. Thinks carefully before taking action. Can motivate others through cooperation and tact. Challenges. Can be indecisive or hesitant in action. May avoid conflict leading to unresolved issues. Sometimes passive-aggressive instead of direct. Tends to wait for others before acting. What to practice? Practice making decisions confidently without overthinking. Learn to assert boundaries while maintaining harmony. Channel energy into constructive collaborations. Avoid delaying action due to fear of confrontation. Balance diplomacy with assertiveness for effective results. Mars in Scorpio, the intense and powerful warrior. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we act, assert ourselves, and pursue goals. Scorpio, ruled by Mars in Ketu, is about intensity, transformation, and emotional depth. When Mars is in Scorpio, energy becomes highly focused, determined, and persistent. Actions are driven by deep motivation, often transformative and impactful. Mars in Scorpio people are fearless and unwavering in their pursuits. They act strategically and with purpose, rarely wasting energy. Emotional strength drives their actions and decisions. Action traits: persistent and never gives up easily. Highly strategic and goal-focused. Emotional intensity fuels determination and resilience. Can bring transformation through their actions. Works best when fully invested and motivated. Challenges: can become obsessive or controlling. May hide motives or intentions from others. Strong emotions can lead to conflicts if not managed. Difficulty in letting go of grudges or past issues. What to practice? Use intensity to pursue constructive goals. Practice patience and avoid impulsive reactions. Channel emotional energy into transformation and growth. Learn to trust others and share responsibilities. Balance passion with calm reflection for sustainable success. Mars in Sagittarius, the adventurous and bold explorer. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we act, take initiative, and assert ourselves. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, is about expansion, adventure, and seeking truth. When Mars enters Sagittarius, energy becomes enthusiastic, adventurous, and bold. These people love challenges, freedom, and exploring new horizons. Mars and Sagittarius people are optimistic and daring. They act boldly and enjoy adventure and learning. Their energy is outgoing, enthusiastic, and freedom-driven. Action traits: loves challenges and new experiences. Acts with confidence and enthusiasm. Energetic and adventurous, enjoys exploring ideas and places. Values freedom and independence in all actions. Can inspire others through bold actions and optimism. Challenges: can be restless and impatient. Tendency to overcommit or take risks without planning. Sometimes blunt or tactless in communication. May struggle with consistency in long-term projects. What to practice? Focus energy on achievable goals instead of scattered pursuits. Plan actions before diving into risks. Practice patience and self-discipline. Balance enthusiasm with practical steps. Channel adventurous spirit into meaningful experiences. Mars in Capricorn, the ambitious and disciplined achiever. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we take action, assert ourselves, and achieve goals. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, is about discipline, structure, and long-term ambition. When Mars enters Capricorn, its energy becomes practical, focused, and highly goal-oriented. These people achieve success through steady effort, planning, and persistence. Mars and Capricorn people are ambitious, disciplined, and hardworking. They pursue long-term goals with patience and determination. Their actions are calculated and strategic, ensuring results. Action traits: work steadily and persistently toward objectives. Highly disciplined and responsible. Patient and willing to wait for long-term rewards. Focuses on practical solutions and efficiency. Ambition drives consistent effort and planning. Challenges: can become workaholic or overly serious. May be rigid or inflexible in approach. Tendency to stress over deadlines or expectations. Sometimes neglects personal life for professional goals. What to practice? Balance work with relaxation and self-care. Stay flexible to adapt when plans change. Avoid unnecessary stress. Focus on what can be controlled. Practice mindfulness or meditation to manage pressure. Celebrate small achievements along the way. Mars in Aquarius, the innovative and independent doer. In Vedic astrology, Mars shows how we act, assert ourselves, and pursue goals. Aquarius, ruled by Saturn and Rahu, is about originality, independence, and innovation. When Mars enters Aquarius, energy becomes unconventional, forward-thinking, and experimental. These people take action in unique ways, often challenging traditional methods. Mars in Aquarius people are independent and inventive. They act with originality and often bring fresh perspectives. They enjoy experimentation and working for progressive causes. Action traits: thinks outside the box and approaches problems innovatively. Acts independently, often breaking conventional rules. Energetic in humanitarian or collective-oriented projects. Enjoys learning new technologies or modern methods. Can motivate groups with unique ideas and vision. Challenges: can be rebellious or resist authority, sometimes unpredictable or inconsistent in actions. May appear detached or unemotional when taking decisions. Needs to balance innovation with practicality. What to practice: channel creative energy into productive projects. Develop discipline to follow through on ideas. Maintain focus on long-term goals while experimenting. Balance independence with teamwork when needed. Practice patience and consistency for lasting impact. Mars in Pisces, the sensitive and compassionate warrior. In Vedic astrology, Mars represents how we take action, assert ourselves, and pursue our goals. Pisces, ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, is sensitive, spiritual, and empathetic. When Mars enters Pisces, its fiery energy becomes gentle, intuitive, and emotionally guided. These people act with compassion and creativity rather than force. Mars in Pisces people are empathetic and considerate in their actions. They act guided by intuition and feelings rather than aggression. Their energy is subtle, flowing, and adaptable. Action traits: helps others and acts with compassion. Highly creative, often using imagination in work and problem solving. Adapts easily to changing situations. Acts with intuition rather than direct force. Sensitive and empathetic, often motivated by emotional needs. Challenges: can be indecisive or avoid confrontation. May escape from difficult situations instead of facing them. Energy can be scattered, leading to inconsistency. Prone to passive-aggressive behavior if frustrated. What to practice: ground energy through practical routines or physical activity. Set clear, achievable goals and follow through. Balance emotional intuition with logical action. Avoid escapism. Confront challenges with calm and compassion. Channel creativity and empathy into constructive work. That's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more astrology insights. Have questions, feedback, or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates. Thank you for watching and keep shining bright.